Hi Aquarius, welcome to your channeled message for January 2020. I will be using bells as I channel, as in the previous videos. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to have oracle cards for you to look at visually as I channel messages. So I'm going to step aside and let spirit come through, let the archangels come through and deliver the message for Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising for January 2020. Dear Aquarius, we wish for you to know at this time, in the beginning of a new year, new start for so many of you, that time is an illusion, that you are an eternal spiritual being having a physical experience. We wish for you to stop pressuring yourself, to stop burdening yourself, for you to stop putting requirements on yourself to achieve or be or do certain things. So many of you are saying, I should have done such by now. I should have been there by now. I should have done this by now. There is no by now, Aquarius. Understand that each person's journey is unique to them in their path, and in this moment it is exactly where you are on your journey that is according to plan, according to schedule. And if you are not pleased with where you are, Aquarius, some of you are still climbing out of lessons. Some of you are still climbing out of circumstances that have been unpleasant. Remind yourself that just because things have not occurred to the extent you wish for them to have by now, it does not mean that you will not succeed. Rather, you are going to find your success. You are going to find your release as you begin to move with the flow. Water does not seek to change anything. Water simply exists and flows. It does not change the rocks. It does not break through the rocks. It simply flows and moves. And if there is some object that stands in its way, water does not seek to change that object, but will simply move around it. We ask, Aquarius, for you to embrace the concept of adaptability, of flexibility. And we ask you to accept all things on the path as they are. They are not a reflection of you. They are not making any statements about your being or your worth. Accept all as you find it, and what you find to be undesirable, give yourself permission to move past it, to move away from it, so that you can flow more naturally towards the things that you do find desirable, the people that you do find desirable. Aquarius, so many of you have been so very frustrated dealing with individuals whom you deem to be, or have proven themselves in some cases to be, unreliable, incompetent, in some cases ignorant, unintelligent, or asleep. These are not labels that we place on anyone, Aquarius. We simply seek to use words at this time that you may have found yourself feeling or thinking towards others. Understand and know, Aquarius, it is not your job to carry every person you come across. It is not your job to fix and change every problem. It is not your job to awaken everyone on your path. This is a time, Aquarius, for you to learn to keep moving, Keep moving, keep moving. We emphasize, Aquarius, for you to keep moving and be in the flow. That which proves itself to be unproductive, allow yourself to release, to move on to the next thing. It is not your job to change and shift. It is not your job to make things or people what they are not. Be in your flow, be in your element, and allow yourself this adaptability. And as we've stated, Aquarius, it is not up to you to control all things. It is not up to you to control all beings. However, Aquarius, in this flow, as you come into this natural flow, into your true essence, into your true element, you will begin to find true control of self, true power. Just as the birds fly through the air, just as the birds ride the wind, they harness this energy, and with minimal effort, they are able to soar, they are able to glide, they are able to choose direction, much as a sail on a sailboat does on the sea. They are able to shift and cover great ground, great speed, great distance in short periods of time. You too will come into this energy, Aquarius, and you will understand why there is no by now, by now, by now. You will find that all things catch up. You will find that all things happen as they are meant to happen. And you will find that these pressures you've been placing on yourself have been for nothing. You will find this finish line. You will find this success. You will find this progress in ways that will not cease to amaze you. You will cover this distance in time and in ways that you cannot even dream of just yet, because you are still clearing and releasing limited thought, limited beliefs. These are fading away. These are leaving you, melting away, clearing away, for some of you disintegrating. They will not block you anymore. You don't need them anymore. And as you come into this flow, Aquarius, you will find the independence that you've been craving, that you've been longing for. And you will find the true meaning of not being controlled. It is not through rebellion. It is not through arguing. It is not through yelling. It is not through having to prove anything to anyone. It is simply by being, by existing, by harnessing the power and the energy that is all around you to simply glide. Glide as the birds do through the air. There is no resistance. Aquarius, you are coming into a time of much, much karmic cleansing. And we ask that you not cringe, that you not quiver or quake or fear, because this is a level of karmic cleansing which will feel liberating. We understand so many of you have these negative impressions, connotations, associations with the term karmic cleansing or karmic clearing or clearing karma. But we ask that you remember first and foremost that this is not a punishment. This is not something that will come in an unpleasant way. Unless, Aquarius, you decide that it must be that way. By believing that that is the only way that this clearing and cleansing can take place. Aquarius, it's time for you to ascend further. You've done so much. You've worked so hard. And now it is time to do, as we have said in the past, through the Prophet Rumi, to be like the trees and let the dead leaves fall. That is all that is a part of this release for you. That is all that is required for you to do in this release. Simply to allow that which no longer serves you to fall away. To simply allow these people and things to remove themselves from your life. As you move in the direction you are meant to go, as you move in the direction you feel called to go, as you make the changes you feel called to make, and do the things your heart longs to do without subscribing to the labels others have placed upon you as far as who you are. And we remind you of this time and time again, darlings. You are not who they say you are. You are who you say you are, Aquarius. And we ask that you remind yourself of this every day. Simply look yourself in the mirror and say the words, I am who I say I am. I am not who others believe me to be. And this in itself is a powerful, powerful, powerful affirmation. And we ask that you allow yourself to express it, to believe it, to know it as truth. Aquarius, as you come into this flow and this release, as you give yourself the permission to be the person who you say you are, you will realize how many options, how many choices lay before you. This is a banquet. This is like a buffet. This is all things laid at your feet. That which you wish to do, all you need to do for it to be a reality is to choose it, to spot it, to seek it, to just simply say, I choose this. I choose this. We've brought so many messages through the ages, through time. We reminded you of the message brought to this planet through Rumi. We remind you again of the message that was brought through Ralph Waldo Emerson. Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. Do you understand this, Aquarius? Do you understand that when you make a choice, when you make a decision, it is the equivalent of that boat at sea shifting the sails? It is the equivalent of that bird in the sky that so gracefully, effortlessly glides upon the air currents. It does not have to be a challenge. It does not have to be a battle. It does not have to be requesting permission from anyone or anything. It is simply by choosing. It is simply by deciding. And this is how you are going to find the direction you are longing for, you so desperately seek. So many people ask, what direction should I go in? How do I find my direction? How do I find my way? The answer is simple. All you need do is realize what you like, what makes you happy, what do you want to do. And as long as what you want to do is in the spirit of love, is in the spirit of peace, is in the spirit of well-being, we will rush in to assist in making these plans come true. We wish to see all in joy. We wish to see all in bliss. We wish to see all in contentment. Yes, Aquarius, including you. This includes you, precious ones. Know you are loved. Know you are blessed. There is no need to be chosen. We are all chosen in one way or another. All you need do is decide and allow the flow to see you through.